Welcome to Arts Midwest World Fest. Since 2003, we've brought international musicians to communities throughout the Midwest. This year, when we can't be with you in person, we're still bringing music and culture from around the world to your screens. Think global, hear it local, with WorldFest.
I'm Adar Maoz, a musician, musical producer, and a singer from Israel. And I'm doing a Persian and Bukharian music and songs, all the music that came from the heart of Central Asian culture. And I combine this kind of traditional music with a new groove, a new spirit, and a new melodies which I'm composed. So I perform all over the world and all over in Israel, and I have 3 albums which are produced. And we live right now, we stay right now in the north of Tel Aviv. Look what a beautiful, beautiful place. The Yarkon River. It's near to my grandmother's home, so I want to go and visit her and see how she feels, and maybe I can learn from her a new Persian and Bukharian song. So this is my amazing grandmother, Tamara. And Tamara came from a famous Bukharian and Persian family, a family of musicians from Uzbekistan, Bukhara, to Israel in 1934. And the father of the family, my great-grandfather, Zevulun, was a unique cantor and the official cantor of the Bukharian community of Israel. He had also a great and unique voice. And his big daughter, named Sarah, was a child superstar from the age of 9 in Israel. She performed Sarah all over in Israel and also in the main radio station of Israel. My grandmother was a singer too when she was younger. I learned the heart of the Bukharian and the Persian singing. And I remember that I was in the age of 12 or 11. I used to come here to my grandmother's in holidays, and we was practicing hours and hours. She learned me how to sing the text with a beautiful passion and devotion. Ana begufto medona magunohi ichud amarot begufto medona magunohi ichud amarot man yoritu yam tudshoni meni man montezeri Didoritu yam, manioritu yam, tuchoni meni, manamontezeri, didoritu yam.
היא חקרה את התרבות הזאת ושאלה בלי סוף. היא ביקשה לתרגם כל מילה כדי להבין אותה ולהבין את המשמעות. כלי הנגינה העתיקים האלה עניינו אותה מאוד. והיא חיפשה לרכוש אותם. וראה איזה פלא, היא הייתה ילדה בת 11, 12. הייתה לוקחת את הכלי, בודקת אותו. מנסה, וראה איזה פלא, הייתה מנגנת שירים. כל המשפחה הרחבה שלנו, המוזיקלית. היא הנכדה היחידה שירשה את הכישרונות, שמנגישה את התרבות הבוכרית בהופעות בכל העולם, בשירה, בנגינה ובריקודים.
ובשבילי זו הייתה כמו קייטנה, לא הייתי הולכת לקייטנות. לבוא אלייך וללמוד את אומנות השירה, הריקוד והטיפוף הבוכרית, זה הייתה הקייטנה שלי, לאורך כל הילדות, וזה היה מדהים. This is my amazing grandmother, the mother of Tamara, Hefziba. And Hefziba was a big master on this instrument, the doira drum. And the doira, it's the main drum of Central Asian culture. And she was passed away when I was 17, so I used to learn from her a lot for how to play in this drum in a great devotion and a great energy and a great spirit. And she always reminded me the big sisters of Moses. סבתא חפצי תמיד הייתה מזכירה לי את מרים הנביאה, שיצאה בתופים ובמחולות כאשר ים סוף נחצה לשניים, נכון?
הייתה
מרקידה, וכל בנות ישראל יצאו עימה בתופים ובמחולות. Today, when I perform with my doira drum all over the world, when I started to play, I feel the spirit of my grandmother walking down on me. And I even wrote a song about her called אש אבותיי שבוערת בתוך עצמותיי. And the song is described the great spirit of my grandmother. So this is the costume we are dancing with, and the Bukharian dance is very, very, very gentle dance. Very gentle. Even the men in the Persian Bukharian dancing, and they are dancing gentle. סבתא, תני לי קצת קצב. This is the place that I used to come after I was practicing with my grandmother. I used to come from here because it's a quiet place and we see the nature. Look, what a beautiful nature. And this place always gives me an inspiration. Look, what a quiet place and beautiful place. Darkut shebudam sevo badastam do'odi Monan dirucha atzurchu sefidam do'odi Invadaitu chibut ki barman do'odeh Hey, מה שלומך?
Hi! This is a oshpelo food, okay? And
I put the chicken meat with an onion, yes, together. And now I put the carrot on it.
So this is my amazing mother, and my mother was my first producer until the end of 7 years old. When I was 7 years old, I started to perform in different events like weddings and birthday and bar mitzvah, and my mother was preparing me for those concerts, for these events, and practice with me. And in Israel, I grew up also in Western music, but I mostly like, and of course when I was a child, I mostly like the music from US, but the groove music like James Brown, Michael Jackson, also Jimi Hendrix. All the music from MTV. So when I became 9 years old, I get the first prize in the Young Talent competition of my hometown, and I dancing like Michael Jackson, and the crowd was amazed. So after that, I started to perform all over in Israel, like little Michael Jackson, young Michael Jackson, and dressed like him, and dancing like him. And the people was so love it, and my mother prepared me for this kind of concert. Yes, you remember, Mother?
Of course I remember. Adar was a very gifted child. She was simply amazing. Nobody in our big family can forget her 2 years old birthday. She took from her room, she took my hand and said, "Mother, take a plastic box and put it in the room." And she stood on it and started to dance and sing. And all of us, about 30 people, were around her. And it was so sweet and so beautiful. And in my opinion, it was her first show. After it, around the age of 7, we saw something very, very special. She could pick up songs and dance movement very quickly. And around this age, she came to me one day and said, "Mother, I want to perform. Can you help me?" So I said, "Okay, why not?"
Give you now a beat. I'm producing all my music by myself. In this beautiful environment, in this beautiful little studio. And I enjoy it very much. And also I arrange my music. And I play over 12 different instruments. So this is the Book of Zohar, and the Book of Zohar is the heart of the Kabbalah, Judaism, ancient wisdom. And the Book of Zohar and the Kabbalah, which I teach almost 15 years, teach you how to reach enlightenment in this lifetime. So, and I think that love and harmony, this is what the world needs today. We need a global love and global harmony between the hearts of the people. And this is the book of Psalms, written by King David before 3,000 years. And according to the Kabbalah, if you read the chapters, the verse from the Bible in Hebrew, especially in ancient Hebrew, it's give a good frequency, a good vibes to the world, a good energy. And just to remember that all the biblical heroes were talked in Hebrew, also Jesus, of course. And please, let's hear the amazing sound, the amazing frequency of the Hebrew. The chapter that ends the book of Psalms 150. And look, sound, it sounds amazing in Hebrew. I even composed this chapter. Hallelujah. Hallelu el בקודשו. הללו ברכי עוזו. הללו בגבורותיו. הללו כרוב גודלו. This is the spiritual territory of my this reincarnation, this lifetime. I come into here and do a meditation in the sunset, and also I pray to a global harmony. And in the sunset, it's very, very spiritual time in the day, because in the sunset we have two big forces that united together. One is the force of the sun, the male force, fire force, and the second is the force of the ground, the female force. And in the sunset they are connecting together. So we have a very spiritual energy. And also I come to here in the sunset, except for my meditation, I practice here the ancient Persia scale of Nava. And Nava is the Persian scale that we need to practice and to play this scale on the sunset. It's the scale of the sunset. And by the ancient Persian belief, in the 7 notes of the scale Nava, the world was created. So I want to play my last composition, my new composition, in Nava scale called Nishmat Kol Chai, and I composed an ancient Jewish prayer. I take this Jewish Oriental prayer and do it on Nava scale.
נשמע